You you are smart, you are intelligent, you are resourceful, you are a ride or die. You are a lot of things. You are all of that and a bag of chips, as they say usually. Life happens sometimes. Sometimes in life, you don't always have exactly what you want, exactly when you want it. Sometimes in life, you plan, you're very focused, you're very goal oriented. You make sure that everything that you want to have at a specific point in time, you work hard um, in order to have it at that point in time. You are beautiful. You are beautiful, but in and out. You are not defined by your beauty that everybody can see. You are not defined by your physical or exterior looks. You are not defined by what people think about you because they've just had a glimpse of you. You are not defined by what people actually portray you to be because they have heard about you. That's not who you are. You are strong. You are hardworking. You are objective. You have your head on your shoulders. You know what you want and you're a go-getter. Never forget that. Life is gonna drag you down. You are going to you're going to to care for some people. You are going to sacrifice, to invest your time, your strength, your energy in some people. You are going to believe in some people. You're going to think that certainly the people around you or the people with whom, of course, you surround yourself are the ones that you can trust. However, you are going to find out that when life happens, you are going to fall. And not only will you fall alone, but some people, including the ones that you surround yourself with, are going to kick you when you're on the ground. Life is full of deceit. It's everywhere around us. And you might say that it's coming from not an angry black woman specifically, but from a heartbroken black woman or an experienced black woman whose most experiences have basically been negative. Or you might think that it's a result of, the wrong choice of surroundings or the wrong choice of friends or the wrong choice of life in general. You might start putting yourself back at like they say usually square one and start thinking, what exactly didn't I plan well, or didn't I do as I had to do it? You are going to second guess yourself. When life happens, you are going to think that maybe everything that you ever believed in was a lie. You are going to doubt yourself. You are going to think that certainly every principle that you had set and that you were living by and that you were striving to actually, make sure they are respected, you are going to think that maybe they were not okay. You are going to go through a phase that is not going to lift you up. Why am I making this? Why am I saying this? It is not because life is happening to me right now. It is not because I'm trying to be a testimony. It is not because I'm trying to just empower the other person I think is weak or whatever. Not at all. I believe that whenever there is an opportunity for growth, whenever there's an opportunity for understanding or for acquisition of new knowledge, it is worth reaching out for it. I do believe that if at all somebody believes that he or she knows something that is going to be, to benefit any other person, it is, it is very important to actually put it out there. Why am I doing this? Is it because I'm broken? I mean, who isn't? You know, some people get broken when they're still very young. Some people get broken when they've reached a certain age. Is it because I just really want to make sure that you listening to this, you're not making the same mistake as myself or whatnot? Why not? The main reason why I'm doing this is because I want to empower you. I want you to know your worth. I want you to remember who you are, especially when you're falling down. I want you to know that it is important for you to be aware of what is around you, of how people think and how people react, and how people that you think that you can rely on are going to respond when you're going to stretch out a hand in order to receive some help. I'm trying to empower you and ask of you to stay strong. Whatever it is that you believed in, whatever it is that you've been working towards achieving, whatever it is that you know that are in you as values that have been instilled, as principles that you are trying so hard to respect, you need to believe in those. You need to believe that whatever it is that you had set before is actually worth working towards. Whatever it is that you had said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to try and make. This is the reason why I'm working so hard. This is why I'm busting my ass off. This is why I want to do this. This is why when you fall, it don't matter. It don't matter if you fell right down to the pit. It don't matter if you felt so strong, because you know what they say, when you get really high up there and when you fall, it hurts a lot. So it doesn't matter how strong you fall, how hurtful it is. What matters is how you get back up. Never forget that. We are always going to fall at some point in life. We need to appreciate the situation we find ourselves in. We need to appreciate it when we fall, because it might not always be it might not always be a situation that takes an eternity to be resolved. It might not always be a situation, as I was saying, that takes a lot of time to be resolved. It might not actually be that kind of difficult situation that is gonna kill you. It's not everything that doesn't kill you necessarily that is easy to live with, and this is something people really around you sometimes need to understand. But not everybody will, and it's okay. You need to know that the person you have to rely on is you. You need to know that the person that matters most is you. You need to know that the person that has your interest at heart is you. You need to know that the person who knows best what he or she wants is you. You need to tap into the deepest part of yourself when you're going through a hard time. When you fall, you need when you fall, you need to tap into the deepest part of yourself. You need to acknowledge the reason why you fell. You need to seek for solutions. If you fall and you stay on the floor, and you stay on the ground, and you mop and you cry, guess what? It ain't gonna get better. The situation is not gonna change. Now you have to look at what actually were the drivers, what happened for this to actually occur, and try to make some changes next time. Now, best believe sometimes you may fall, not because you didn't do something, not because you didn't follow a certain rule, not because there was something that you had to do in a specific manner or at a specific time that you didn't do. You may fall not because it's something that you plan for yourself. I mean, who plans to fall, right? But as I said, shit happens. Life happens, and sometimes things can happen to you when you're still very young at a tender age. And at that point in time, you don't really have, you're not really reasoning yet. You're not really having this, ability to put your thought process in play and actually try to find out what is it like, what is it that made this to happen, or why did this happen to me? Oh God, why? Oh God, who am I gonna say this to? How is this gonna affect me? And all of that. Now, here is the good news I have for you, is that whatever the situation is, you alone are capable of fixing it for yourself, because you are in charge of your emotional baggage. You are in charge of how you react towards any situation. And remember, as they always say, the important thing is not always the situation or how bad you feel or how deep you've fallen. Is how you rise back up that is important. Is how you look at the situation, because perception is everything. You may actually look at a situation and to one person it's not that bad, but to you it's like the world has come to an end. Absolutely. So I'm not saying you don't have to panic. I'm not saying you don't have to feel. I'm not saying you don't have to wonder and to try and make sure you do everything quick enough, and to make sure that whatever it is that has to be done, you do it when you gotta do it. That's not what I'm saying. Do your best. Follow your goals. Don't beat yourself up. If you fall, rise back up. But while you're rising back up, look around you. Try and understand what it means. Try and understand how your environment at that point in time is reacting towards you. Try and depict exactly the meaning of the different people around you, and I mean the meaning of their behaviors. Try and grasp exactly what it is that they're trying to direct to you, what they're trying to convey to you as a message. You need to listen to all of that. You need to know who is going to stand by you and who is not. People always say the road to stardom or to success is very narrow. It is true. And I don't know about you, but people that usually are very selfless and that are very open and that are always striving so hard to make sure everybody is happy and making sure that, they do the right thing, it doesn't always work out for them. Not always, but it's okay. You can fall, but you need to get back up. So do everything you can to make sure you don't fall too much. But if you fall, don't blame yourself too much. If you fall, don't beat yourself up too hard. I'm not saying you shouldn't cry. Should you cry? Yes, you should. Should you wonder and ask yourself questions? Why not? You should ponder. You should think about things. You should be like, what's going on? You should, definitely. However, you shouldn't dwell on that. This is something that should not take you a whole week. Honey, 24 hours is enough. You have to get up You have to do what you gotta do. Okay? Unfortunately, good people don't always get good in return. It's usually like you would think that, oh my gosh, I'm such a good person. I'm trying to be with you, to be there for everyone. I'm trying so hard to make sure I don't lie. I'm trying so hard to make sure I don't, say something that is not true, or I'm trying so hard to be there for everyone. I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to be so selfless because I know that the world is a better place if we all, are there for each other. Stay like that. Don't change. Keep thinking that. I'm not saying when you get up and you realize that people around you are crazy, or crazy is a strong word, or don't have your best interest at heart, I'm not saying you should get up and toss them aside and be like, y'all just go ahead and fuck yourselves. No. It's okay. Life is a beautiful thing. If at all there was anyone that that maybe you can still help out one day, you do it. But you have to learn from your mistake. You don't have to be selfless anymore. You don't have to go ahead and give everything, whereas you will not have anything in return. Now, are you capable of giving something and being okay with it and continuing your life? Do it, it's okay. But what matters most is you. You have to think about you. You have to acknowledge your pain, acknowledge your emotion. At that point in time, you have to recognize how whatever is happening is affecting you or has affected you. You have to appreciate the changes it's going to actually to bring about in your life, be it negative or positive. It don't matter. There is always a way to actually make the negative become positive. If you have planned your life in such a way that X, Y, Z is gonna happen in that order, and it just so happens that that's not how it works. It is okay. People say, we usually say that God's time is the best. It is true. Do not kill yourself. Do not cry over spilled milk. What has happened has happened. Should you feel bad? Should you mop? Should you mourn? Definitely do that, but get back up. And when you get up, you have to get up twice as hard. When you get up, you have to be fierce. When you get up, you know exactly who was by you and who wasn't by you. When you get up, you know exactly the amount of time, the amount of care you're supposed to give to the people around you. You're supposed to know that if this person is stick by me, I'm a good person. If you need something, am I going to help you out? Certainly. But I'm not going to kill myself for you no more. I'm not going to try too hard anymore. That's for sure. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that when you were making all of those decisions, when you were trying hard to make sure you decided, who am I going to be? When you were making sure that, you thought hard, like, how am I going to put this and that in play? How am I going to make sure that this happens and that happens? When you were thinking so hard and putting all of that in place, you have to believe in that strength that was pushing you forward. You have to believe in your voice. You have to believe in your worth. Because who you really are, your real worth, you know it. People around you may know it, but you know it best. Because when you're working hard and nobody there with you, when you're going up and down trying to make sure that everybody is okay and everything is okay everywhere, and nobody there with you, nobody really understands the pain. Nobody really understands the struggle. Nobody really understands how hard it is. So you got you. You got you. You do not have to forget that you got you. Whatsoever it is that brought you down shouldn't make you change what you were thinking about yourself. Don't think yourself as weak. Don't think of yourself as not worthy. Don't think of yourself as useless. Don't think of yourself as the person to whom everything doesn't happen as it's supposed to be, as unlucky and all of that. Oh no, you are not cursed. Okay, you are not unlucky. You are not going through this because the Creator decided that you are going to suffer. Absolutely not. This is a phase. Nothing good comes easy. My mom always tells me that. This is a phase. And best believe that when you fall too hard and when you rise appropriately, you rise even better. So the only thing in your mind is supposed to be, that's how I was. I'm going to get higher than that. Because I believe in me. I don't care what you got to say. I believe in me. I know exactly my worth. I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. I know exactly what I can do. And I know I'm going to do it. So, am I making this video because I'm hurt or because I'm trying to stop you from being hurt? Why not? Everybody gets hurt once in a while. Am I doing this because I put plans in play and things didn't really work out as they should be? Certainly. But I wouldn't say I've had the worst of experiences, because some experiences you leave them when you already have the capacity or the ability to reason and to think for yourself and to realize that this or that or the third I'm supposed to do, or I'm supposed to behave differently about this or that. But some people are not that fortunate. Some people get misused or abused or whatsoever when they are still very young at a tender age. They don't even know what it is. It affects them a lot. They don't know what that means. Some people witness terrible things all their lives. Some people have like a lack somewhere, so they have something missing that they live with the gap the whole of their lives. It affects them. It is true. However, let me tell you something. Their situation is bad, yours is bad, mine is bad. The situation is bad. Yeah. But can it get better? Yeah. Sometimes they say you can be your worst enemy depending on how you look at things, or depending on how you behave yourself, or on how you treat yourself. And the truth of that sentence, is mostly, it mostly like lies in the last part where they say that, yeah, you are your biggest problem, but guess what? You have your solution at hand. So whatever the issue is that you have, you can solve it. My mom usually said that the Lord never puts in front of us any burden that we cannot carry, or any bridge we can't cross. I believe it. I believe you're up to the task. I believe it's going to take a while. Is it going to take a long time? It may. Is it gonna just change from one day and from one day to the next? Not necessarily. Are you going to try so hard to fix it and to get back up, and it's not really going to work as soon as you want it? Very surely. But here is one thing I need you to remember, is that nothing good comes easy, and is that you are capable of getting where you want to go. Is that the ability to go exactly at that place where you are destined to be at lies in you. You have to tap into that. You have to tap into yourself. You have to tap into you, into your innermost. You have to be aware. Self-awareness and self-love is very, very important. You have to love yourself. You have to be aware of your capacities. You have to believe in yourself. You have to trust yourself. Sometimes you may do that, and then you get to where you want it to be, and then something else happens. Sometimes it's not always about career. Sometimes it's not always about love life. Sometimes it's both. Sometimes you've done everything how you had to do on one side, or on both sides, and it just all crashes. It happens. But should you desist and should you stop trying? Nah. Should you know better? Yeah. Should you behave differently? Definitely. Should you alter everything in your life and in how you think and in how you look at things, like everything entirely, and lose your identity? No. What you have to do is believe in yourself. You have to tap into yourself, tap into your soul, tap into that person in there who believed at some point and who set all of those goals and was working hard into achieving them. You have to believe in that person. You have to keep on working hard. You have to move forward all the time. If at all it doesn't work out, if at all you try and you realize it doesn't work out, if you want something and it doesn't come at a specific time, if you're trying so hard to reach out to it and you're like, hey, please come, I almost had you. Why are you doing this? You're just leaving just now. Like, just wait a minute. I promise. Like, I'm going to make, you hold on to that dream. Like, hey, I was almost there. This is the contract I wanted. Give it to me, please. I'm going to do whatever you want. And it still goes away. It's okay. It wasn't for you. Better is here to come. And guess what? If better doesn't come, and if you don't get that one, all it means is that one wasn't meant for you. And you're still living. You're still alive and capable of moving forward and doing more. So this has been a long video. It's 26 minutes. The simple thing I want to say is that I need you to feel the empowerment and to receive the empowerment I'm trying to send across to you. I need you not to feel pity for yourself when something happens that is not okay. I need you never to lose your self-worth or self-esteem because of something or a situation that is happening and not working as you thought. I need you to trust in yourself and not believe that whatever is happening to you should happen to you because the people around you has run away from you. I need you to realize that whatever is happening to you is for a purpose and that you are very well equipped to be able to actually go through the stage and be better. I need you to know that you are worthy. I need you to know that you are smart, that you are beautiful, that you are intelligent. And I said, when I say you're beautiful, I'm not talking about what people see. I'm talking about what is in you. You have a beautiful spirit. I need you to know that you are a special soul. You are a special somebody. You have a lot of worth. You are a hard-working person. You are an objective person. You are a goal-oriented person. You know what you want. You are a go-getter. You are a go-getter. Don't never forget that. Don't you ever forget that. Believe in yourself. Whatever is being said, when people are going to get out and be like, yeah, it's happening to you because you're so stupid, blah, 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 blah. Be like, okay, no worries. Now, I'm not saying you have to go ahead and be thinking about, maybe unrealistic dreams, like wake up one morning and, you're unable to, to eat when you're 35 and be like, by 40, I'm going to be the president of the country. Some things require miracles. Some things definitely require hard work. I know that you listening to me, you know the difference. I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to know that you are a special person. I need you to know that what is so special and beautiful about you is not your eyes, it's not your face, it's not your curves, it's not your voice, it's not the way you say things, or how it comes out of your mouth, like your voice and all of that, or the way you move. What is beautiful about you is how you think, is how you reason, is how you face your fears, is how you work hard, is how you strive to actually attain your goals and achieve everything you set out that you want to achieve, is how you are so decisive, is how you know what you want, is how people can just get up and decide to derail you from your purpose and you are easily derailed, is how you believe in you and you keep going forward no matter what happens. Is how you treat yourself, is how you trust that you are worth a lot, is how you treat yourself by knowing that you are special and that you can actually accomplish what it is that you're setting out to accomplish. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are intelligent, you are capable. Don't ever forget that. So when you fall, rise. When you fall, look at it, mop a little bit, it's okay. Rise up, believe in yourself, and go for it. It is life, and it's all okay. Okay? You take care of yourself.